a role player and not the actual facilitator on the floor. We got a bunch of stuff to talk about, and I'm not finna waste any time. Let's jump right into this thing. Head on over to the homeboy Mike X account. He posted this right here, and this was interesting. He stated, look at the sequence of plays from Caitlin Clark. The third play after this, she got Dantas a wide open three, but the shot was missed. I asked myself, would anyone want a motion offense when you have
Current examination of game film indicates underlying factors contributing to Caitlin Clark's reduced accuracy from beyond the arc during this campaign. Various plays and situations have surfaced that point toward more fundamental problems within Indiana Fever's attacking strategy and internal team relationships. The main issue revolves around the squad's ball movement system, which seems to be interfering with Clark's instinctive shooting flow. Basketball experts have identified particular game moments demonstrating how the existing framework fails to optimize Clark's playmaking capabilities. Instead of employing a decision-based offense comparable to what top-tier athletes like Luka Doncic and LeBron James function within, the Fever persist with implementing a movement-focused strategy that appears detrimental considering Clark's abilities.
Have a facilitator like Caitlin Clark? Imagine they run a full read and react similar to what Luka runs, LeBron runs, and many other teams where you get. These are the type of plays you get, bro. Moving on to another story that is the Sophie Cunningham situation. Sophie Cunningham spoke to ESPN immediately after the game. This is what she had to say.
Just 4 threes in your last 7 games, but tonight 4 of 5. What got you into the groove tonight in this game?
Hey, you know what?
Proof of this mismatch surfaced during recent game recordings where Clark generated numerous scoring chances for colleagues, including arranging open long-range shots that remained unsuccessful. These moments raise uncertainties about whether the present attacking philosophy appropriately utilizes Clark's distinctive talents as a lead distributor. Further worries developed from post-game discussions, especially remarks from teammate Sophie Cunningham during an ESPN conversation. While addressing her enhanced shooting display after connecting on 4 of 5 attempts from distance following a period of merely 4 successful shots in 7 contests, Cunningham mentioned maintaining teammates' involvement in manners that implied viewing Clark as a supporting player instead of the squad's centerpiece.
Hey, you know what? It's about dang time. Let me tell you that. I have my keep people hot.
So she basically saying getting Caitlin Clark involved as if Caitlin Clark is a role player on this basketball team. Now, we know Caitlin Clark is the star of the team. If you got a player like Caitlin Clark, you want to build around her attributes. She was the number 1 overall pick. She was the rookie of the year last year. And at this point, it don't even look like Caitlin Clark is going to make first or second team.
This portrayal appears troublesome considering Clark's position as the top overall selection and former Rookie of the Year. Present performance patterns indicate Clark might not earn first or second team All-WNBA honors if these problems continue, representing a substantial drop from anticipated progress.
And at this point, it don't even look like Caitlin Clark is going to make first or second team All-WNBA. I just got to be honest here with you guys. They're ruining Caitlin Clark right now. And it is just an ugly, ugly situation the way that they're ruining her. She's not making first or second team WNBA, guys. Y'all do realize that, right? If it keep going like this, Caitlin Clark will not be on the first or second team.
But, you know, for me, it finally felt good. It felt good. Like I said, my family's here, my sisters, my best friends. And
Squad relationships have also faced examination through dressing room recordings obtained following recent contests. Footage revealed Clark's demeanor during post-game team gatherings, where she seemed disconnected and rapidly distanced herself from group conversations. The recording captured Clark avoiding team circles and displaying limited involvement in celebratory occasions.
my best friends. And so it just felt good to have my family here. So I thought I should do something tonight.
You certainly did something. The 10 rebounds.
Now, this was the clip here that has everybody scratching their head. Now, this right here is none other than immediately after the game. This right here was immediately after the game, and this is the locker room footage. Watch this, guys.
These behavioral findings correspond with unverified accounts of possible friction between Clark and head coach Stephanie White, although no official recording of any particular event has been made public. The circumstances remain unacknowledged by team leadership. Clark's personal post-game statements reflected typical team-focused answers, highlighting ball distribution, tempo, and defensive commitment. When addressing teammate performances, she sustained encouraging language regarding energy output and shooting difficulties, indicating professional management of internal relationships despite apparent frustration.
The locker room footage. Watch this, guys.
Time they made a run, we answered. We stepped up to the challenge. Our defense, we were in there. We self-corrected when we needed to. All right, we communicated on the floor, multiple levels of effort. We were connected on both ends of the floor. All right, we moved the ball offensively. It was just really, really, really good stuff. I'm proud of y'all. Bounce back. That's a big bounce back. That's a good team, man. That's a big bounce back. So had a double-double. Yeah.
The difference between Clark's present circumstances and her commanding collegiate showing at Iowa has grown increasingly obvious. Spectators recognize substantial variations in her assurance, shot choices, and general influence compared to the athlete who mesmerized crowds during her university years. The gathering proof indicates structural problems within the Fever establishment that go beyond typical rookie adaptation phases. The mixture of doubtful attacking plans, vague role clarifications, and obvious communication failures establishes conditions that might be restricting one of basketball's most gifted athletes.
That's a big bounce back. That's a good team, man. That's a big bounce back. So had a double-double. Yeah.
Josh, 400th career steal. AB 100th game.
Here we go. Together.
Now, y'all see Kaylin? Kaylin's in behind Stephanie. She's not even looking into the huddle. She quickly turns her back.
Continuous observation of these situations persists as circumstances develop during the campaign. The recordings and discussions offer troubling perspectives into how institutional choices and squad compatibility can affect elite talent, regardless of personal ability and prior achievement. Angel Reese has shown extraordinary progress during this basketball season. Her display has improved substantially when measured against her early season difficulties. Throughout recent contests, she exhibited outstanding numbers, accumulating 11 points, 3 boards, and 4 assists before the first period concluded. At 6'4", she succeeded in obtaining 17 points on 12 attempts, revealing the advanced form of her performance that has developed.
Quickly turns her back. Listen.
3, 1, 2, 3, together.
Y'all see how quick Caitlin Clark went away from this? Back turned, not even caring about this huddle. Not even caring about the huddle. Wow. Now, I did a video last night talking about Caitlin Clark and this whole heated debate that her and Stephanie White potentially had.
The conversation surrounding the 2K video game packaging featuring Reese appears warranted. When evaluating notable personalities in women's basketball outside Clark, Reese constitutes the following most identifiable figure in the competition. Her recent displays have confirmed this acknowledgement, especially as she conquered what she personally recognized as a second-year decline phase. Initially during the season, Reese's performance measurements suggested below-average participation across multiple statistical areas. Nevertheless, her present condition indicates she belongs among the top 20 athletes in the league. During the previous 10 contests, her participation has resembled that of a top 10 contributor, although her complete season average positions her near the 20th spot due to earlier difficulties. While evaluations to established stars like Aja Wilson or Alyssa Thomas might be hasty, Reese has positioned herself as an outstanding rebounder with a distinctive ability collection.
And I think Angel's representatives probably cared more about it than Caitlin's. You give it to Angel. She's the next biggest name in the league, and she's killing it. She's absolutely killing it. And that's the thing where it's like she stopped doing dumb shit. And that's one of the things where it's like, oh, people are there hating on Angel. Man, Angel sucked at the start of the year. I think Angel Reese literally said she went through a sophomore slump herself. She sucked. By all metrics, she sucked. By on-off numbers, by everything. But like, at this point in time, Angel is without question one of the top 20 players in the league.
The Chicago Sky establishment has shown outstanding athlete advancement tactics. Every seat in their venue displayed Angel Reese 2K26 shirts during her recognition. The complete squad joined in celebrating their colleague, with athletes wearing memorial shirts during preparation. This method reflects their earlier celebrations, including when they recognized Nia Coffey's Slam magazine cover feature, with teammates like Kennedy Reeves wearing Coffey shirts.
The top 20 players in the league. Like, I'm not saying she's one of the top 20 players in the league, as in she's the last 10 games she's playing like a top 10 player. I'm still going to say 20 because the previous 10 games she played like the 40th best player in the league. But like, I'm not going to get too hyped up and say that she's the next Aja Wilson or next Alyssa Thomas. But she's a hell of a player. She's different than both of them. She's very different than Alyssa Thomas. She's very, very different. She's the best rebounder the team has ever seen.
Conversely, the Indiana Fever's advertising strategy seems uncertain and restricted. Their institutional brand lacks the personal star appeal of athletes like Aaliyah Boston, who demands greater acknowledgement than the franchise itself. Clark clearly exceeds the squad's brand awareness, but even Boston's personal profile surpasses the Fever's organizational presence. The Fever's promotional activities appear limited and insufficient. When discussing accomplishments by their athletes, the establishment depends mainly on social media updates instead of thorough celebration initiatives. Their Sports Illustrated piece attempted to emphasize roster depth beyond Clark, but the communication suggested advancing other athletes at Clark's cost rather than raising everyone together.
Ever seen. And there's a lot of positives. But if you guys didn't see, this is literally what Chicago Sky have done for Angel. Every single t-shirt, every single seat in the arena has an Angel Reese 2K26 t-shirt. Has an Angel Reese 2K26 t-shirt. You've got every single player on her own team out there celebrating Angel. And that's what you're supposed to do. That is what you're supposed to do. And by the way, it doesn't have to be Caitlin Clark. The Indiana Fever.
Meanwhile, the Sky shows comfort in celebrating various athletes simultaneously. They advance Reese, Camila Cardoso, and other roster participants without obvious worry about overshadowing anyone. This approach allows all athletes to gain from increased exposure and acknowledgement. After their celebration of Reese, the Sky appeared motivated and excited for their contest. They established a 13-point intermission advantage while recording 57 points in the opening half. This display occurred against quality competition, noting their initial triumph over a squad with a positive record in more than a year. The team's young enthusiasm converted into outstanding early game performance.
And by the way, it doesn't have to be Caitlin Clark. The Indiana Fever are so obsessed with, our brand is bigger than these players. No, it's not. The Indiana Fever's brand is not even bigger. I mean this when I say this. The Fever's brand is not even bigger than Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah's bigger than the Fever. Caitlin's obviously bigger than the Fever, but Aaliyah's bigger than the Fever. No question about it. Aaliyah Boston is bigger than the Indiana Fever.
The Sky's method shows that establishments should actively celebrate their star contributors. Achievement benefits everyone participating, generating positive energy throughout the roster. Regardless of the contest's final result, the concept remains accurate. Squads should welcome and advance their exceptional athletes. For a reconstructing team like Chicago, experiencing advantages against superior opponents offers valuable educational experiences. Even if they struggle to sustain leads against more seasoned squads, these instances provide development chances for young athletes who continue developing their abilities.
So I do think in general that this Indiana Fever team they're just lost. They're just lost. They don't know how to market their players. You've got Kia Nurse out here and Michaela Onyenwere celebrating Angel Reese. Celebrating their teammate. Celebrating this, warming up in their t-shirts. Last week when Nafisa Collier got on the Slam cover, when Fee was on the Slam cover, everyone warmed up. Cheryl Reeve was wearing a Fee.
Reese's readiness to welcome personal acknowledgement deserves recognition, despite encountering criticism in disputed events throughout her career, including...
Everyone warmed up. Cheryl Reeve was wearing a Fee Collier t-shirt. The Indiana Fever are scared. They're scared, and it's not only a Caitlin thing. They're scared for any of their players. Like, why were the Indiana Fever... Why was a tweet acceptable for the Sports Illustrated article? Why was it a tweet that was acceptable? And by the way, I mean this when I say this. They had, if I'm not mistaken, Am I right in saying, 1 second, when they had the Wand of Honor on it?
The connection between Reese and Cardoso offers interesting difficulties. Restricted sample size makes their compatibility challenging to assess, and both athletes might offer greater worth in different situations. Possible trades could handle these worries. Cardoso might flourish with squads like Dallas, where athletes like JC Sheldon, Odyssey Sims, and draft considerations could establish mutually advantageous exchanges.
They had the Wand of Honor on it. Like, the headline was, if I'm not mistaken, it was, there's more. Am I right in saying their headline was, there's more to the Fever than Caitlin Clark, something like that? I need to get this picture. It's hard to find it right now. There's much more to the W's Most Watch team than Caitlin Clark. They can't, like,
A restructured Sky roster could highlight tempo and spacing, using Reese in a point forward position alongside shooters and athletic guards. This strategy would mirror successful fast-moving squads while maximizing Reese's unique ability collection. Trading choices like moving Sonia Citron seem doubtful in retrospect, although Atkins has performed at standards similar to Citron this season.
there's much more to the W's Most Watch team than Caitlin Clark. They can't, like, literally. It is an organization, even Sports Illustrated cover, even if you want to promote all your other players. Everything is at the expense. Everything is at the expense. And I don't think Caitlin will have an issue with it. But by the way, Angel's fine with celebrating herself, as she should. As she should. She should be fine with celebrating herself. Like, the Sky are fine with celebrating Angel Reese.
The difference between institutional strategies remains notable. Chicago's thorough celebration of accomplishments establishes conditions where athletes feel appreciated and supported. Their venue-wide acknowledgement campaigns show investment in personal success stories. Meanwhile, Indiana's restricted promotional activities indicate missed chances to maximize their athletes' marketability and establish positive squad culture. The essential difference exists in institutional philosophy, whether squads view athlete achievement as complementary or competitive. Chicago's strategy indicates that raising one athlete benefits the complete establishment, while Indiana seems worried about balancing personal acknowledgement. This separation affects squad morale, marketing effectiveness, and complete institutional achievement in creating lasting connections with fans and athletes alike.